And welcome to my presentation. My name is Anchoju Manikanta. Today we'll speak about modular eco-friendly housing project process map. This project focus on creating affordable modular housing that's not only functional but also environmental and responsibly and social inclusive. I will explain how sustainable has been integrated across each project phase and how digital tools and KPIs support better project to delivery and governance. And this slide 2 is project overview and process map. This slide gives an overview of the entire project and a visual introduction to the process map. The project involves the development of modular eco-friendly housing that addresses both affordability and sustainability in our urban areas. The goal is to integrate sustainability not as separate track but embedded directly into every phase of the project cycle. Um, Here, the process map provides a structured workflow aligned with the RIBA plan of work, spanning from strategic definition to post construction use. Each stage is designed with decision gateways to assess progress and ensure compliances with environmental and social and government ESG objectives is used. Throughout this process, digital tools such as building information modeling BIM life cycle assessments and KPI dashboards are applied in this. These help streamline and stakeholder communication, optimize logistics, and measure impact. Sustainability is not just a goal here, it is a framework for managing the entire project more as responsible and efficiently. Uh, and before diving into each stage, let me briefly introduce the background and intent of his project. The objective is to develop a modular sustainable housing solution that can be rapidly deployed in urban areas which affordable as housing is critical needed. This project not only addresses the housing crisis but does so in a way that is environmental conscious and social inclusive. Sustainability is approached through ESG principles, environmental, social, and governance, which are integrated throughout the project lifecycle, from the materials we select, the way we engage with community, and monitor construction practices. Every element is shaped by this sustainability criteria. The process also makes use of digital tools that support data driven decisions, performance monitoring, and transparent reporting, all of which contribute to a more efficient. Uh, in this slide 4, strategic definition. This is a where the project begins defining a clear vision and sustainability roadmap. The primary goal is to align the project's purpose with the ESG principles. We identify sustainability targets such as low carbon construction, socially inclusive planning, and governance structures that encourage transparency. Stakeholders are engaged early on to understand risks and opportunities, and we define what success looks like, including KPIs emission per housing unit and expected community satisfaction rates. Before moving to the next stage, we have a decision gateway to confirm that sustainability goals are not only ambitious but also achievable within scope and budget. In this stage one, preparation and brief. In this stage, we develop the project brief. This includes amending sustainability criteria, defining performance metrics, and ensuring that all procurement, design, and construction activities will adhere to ESG standards. For example, we might set a benchmark to reduce energy use per unit by 30% to compare to traditional builds. The project manager works uh, closely with the sustainability officer and the design team to draft these specifications. We also ensure early stakeholder engagement with the community to gather feedback and begin building trust. This becomes the foundation of the project, and a formal gateway review is conducted to ensure all ESG elements are incorporated before we proceed to design. In stage two, we design concept designing. Here, the team begins developing the modular housing concept using digital tools like building information modeling or BIM. Sustainability is front and center. We only select materials that are certified as environmentally friendly and socially responsible. Suppliers are pre-qualified based on ESG credentials, ensuring they meet ethical labor standards and environmental plastics. Logistics planning also happens at this stage to reduce carbon emissions from transportation. One key feature is engaging the local community again to review the design and address my concerns. They may have a great way decisions follows focusing on community approval and an early carbon footprint assessment. In this stage 3, developer design. Now that we have a concept, we move to into more detailed design. At this stage, the focus is on modularity, disassembly, and the potential for material reuse. We conduct a full life cycle assessment or LCA to understand environmental impacts over time. Supplier selection continues. Now, based on a strong matrix that weighs ESG criteria, we also implement a social compliance plan to ensure for fair labor practices across the supply chain. Regular design reviews are conducted with the stakeholders to ensure everything aligns with sustainability goals. A decision point is introduced here to confirm that the developed design meets LCA benchmarks or not, and stakeholders' expectations before we proceed to technical detailing. In this stage 4, technical design. In this stage, we create a detailed fabrication drawings using CAD and BIM tools. We also begin forming contracts with suppliers, and these contracts include sustainability clauses covering things like responsible sourcing, emissions tracking, and waste management. At this point, we plan for recycling and material reuse on site. Risk related to supply chains or new regulations are recorded in a digital risk register. Most importantly, we start tracking KPIs in real time using project dashboards. This might include emissions or permission per construction stage, labor adult results, and procurement sustainability ratings. The gateway review here checks that the technical planning sign both constructable and sustainable. In the stage 5 construction, construction is often where the most waste is generated, so we focus on learn, process, and digital monitoring. Modular units are fabricated off-site in controlled environments to reduce the material waste and enhance quality. On-site construction practices prioritize waste segregation, and recycling. The project team performs regular labor adults and ensure health and safety compliance. We also maintain a high level of transparency using digital reporting tools. These track progress and ESG complaints are shared with both internal and external stakeholders. The local community remains engaged to ensure ongoing trust and support. A construction audit acts as a gateway to confirm that all ESG performance metrics have been met before handover. In this stage 6, handover and close out. This phase involves wrapping up construction and handling over the completed housing units. Final inspections are carried out and all systems, especially sustainability related ones, are tested and a performance report is prepared comparing output outcomes to the original KPIs. We also hold a post construction community forum to collect feedback and report on social outcomes. Contracts are closed out and we gather lessons learned for future projects. The decision gateway here focuses on whether the project achieved its ESG objectives and whether it's ready for long-term operation. In this stage 7, we use operation. The housing is in use. This stage focuses on long-term sustainability and performance monitoring. We use IoT-enabled meters to track things like energy consumption, water usage, and indoor air quality. Community feedback is gathered periodically to assess social impact. A digital sustainability dashboard keeps all stakeholders and informed a real-time. Performance data helps guide my any needed improvements and the findings also inform future housing projects. Continuous improvement in is encouraged, making sustainability a living element of the project, not just an one-time goal. That brings us to the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I hope this walkthrough gave you a clear picture of how sustainability, digital project management, and stakeholder engagement can be fully integrated into a modular house project.